Bruises disappear. But teeth, they are lost forever. We decided to give rugby players back the teeth they had lost in battle.
Secret, rugby can be a brutal sport. These hardcore athletes leave it all on the field, including their teeth. Well, now these Argentinian players are being rewarded for their dedication. One company is paying to replace those teeth lost in battle. Oh, I don't want to look at that. Not the close-up. We didn't need to see that. Scott is here.
I'm sorry. There should have been a viewer warning on that, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were going to spring that on you. Sorry about that.
All right. So what's going on here other than really upsetting people as they eat their cereal?
Yeah, sorry about that. There's a lesson here, I think, for hockey players as well, because this is rugby like hockey. It's a sport where you lose a lot of teeth. And so one Argentinian beer company has come out with a funny thing here to reward and replace rugby players' teeth, basically. So I don't want to say anything. There is a bit of a catch here, so this is not graphic. So take a look at this. This is what they're doing with rugby players in Argentina.
Vamos a probarlo.
An absolute success. They were ready to jump into
So
action.
this success is actually a beer tooth, it's called, and this is done by an Argentinian beer company, Salta, so you can understand their motivation for wanting to sort of promote their product, drink lots of beer, open it with your teeth, have a good time. I'm not sure what the motivation is for the rugby players. However, you know, I mean, how much beer could you possibly drink? Do you need to have a beer tooth? But apparently it's popular, and this, why not? If people are willing to sign up for it, why not run it up the flagpole and see who salutes?
That is ridiculous.
It's a little bit ridiculous, but this is what I'm doing on the front lines.
And you're going to continue to be ridiculous because you're telling us you're having a little bit of fun with this morning with an app that guesses your age. And, you know, are you still doing that? Are we still on this?
Yeah, we're still doing that. We're excited about it.
I'm not excited about it because I was hoping that when it guessed my age that it would have shaved off just a couple of years and it had to be right on.
Give me another picture, and we'll try it again.
Another picture from 10 years ago? What do you want?
I don't know. What do you want? I'm trying to work with you. I'm trying to field questions. So what we're going to do is this is an experimental app just discovered by accident by Microsoft. They're working on a sort of a face recognition thing for Microsoft. So they sent this out to 700 people, and it just went viral. And this is really addictive at this point. So let's take a look at this one. And this is an analysis of people's faces. So they've analyzed Harrison Ford, 72 years old.
Is he really 72?
I think he's really 72, so it's somewhat accurate. I'll see if we can do Chewbacca, but sometimes they don't recognize non-human faces. And if we take another one here, they do cartoons sometimes. It's kind of sketchy. Here's Colonel Sanders, who's in the makeover now, and he's a sprightly 81 years old. And by the way, 10 pieces of drumsticks for $14.99. So it's a lot of fun with it.
All right, though, is this a Facebook app?
It's an app. It's called API technology, and they analyze people's faces, and this is from Microsoft, and they just stumbled onto this in the popularity.
Can't they mine our information and find out who we are and how old we are? Don't they kind of know?
I think that has something to do with it. I don't think it's purely facial recognition. I think they have posts, and I think there's some mysterious things.
And what about people that change their face?
Well,
all right. Quick markets. We have to move on.
Quick markets. We're moving on. Here we go. Too much fun. Let's get to the markets right away. We got all green in this one, and I believe some mixed on the next one. We got some red and some green, and so there you go.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks.